And he used to, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the arkan of Islam, he used to command the people, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray the way you see me pray. When he performed Hajj, he told the people, Khudu anni manasikakum. Take from me the rites of al-Hajj. Just don't do the thing by yourself on your own. Do it the way I'm doing it. So it was the practice of the Salaf, of this ummah, that they just did not go into the month of Ramadan, but instead they started making preparations for Ramadan in the month of Rajab, last month. They said that these 3 months, Rajab, Sha'ban, and Ramadan, is like an example or similar to Rajab is like the man who brings the seed and he plants the seed in the month of Rajab, because it's a sacred month. So the person is going to be more cognizant, more aware. This is a sacred month, so let me be better. And then when the month of Sha'ban came, more was done. So it's like the one who comes after planting the seed in Rajab, he comes in the month of Sha'ban and he waters the seed. And then the month of Ramadan is the month for the cultivation or the taking out of the fruit that he planted. Laylatul Qadr and all of the virtues of fasting in the month of Ramadan and praying in the month of Ramadan and sadaqah in the month of Ramadan and dhikr and jihad in the month of Ramadan. So the month of Sha'ban, ikhwani, the companion said that the Prophet ﷺ fasted this month, all of it. Some of them said that. He fasted the whole month. Some of them said he used to fast in the month of Sha'ban until we thought he wasn't going to break his fast. And some of them said, as Aisha radiallahu anha mentioned in what was collected by Imam Muslim, ما رأيت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم استكمل صيام شهر قط إلا رمضان. I never saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam fast the whole duration of any month in its totality, with the exception of Ramadan. That's the only month, she said, he fasted the whole month, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But she said he used to fast the majority of Sha'ban except a little bit. So Usama ibn Zayd, may Allah be pleased with him, he wanted to know why did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam fast this month. And as we mentioned many times, this is a sign and an indication that the companions, they were students of knowledge and they wanted to know about their religion, so they used to ask. They just did not sit down and allow themselves to be people who were, if knowledge comes to me like that, it's good and that's it. No, they used to go out in search of knowledge, and anytime they had an opportunity to ask the Prophet, they used to do that, sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa radiyallahu anhum. So Usama ibn Zayd said, Ya Rasulullah, we have noticed that you fast a lot of the days of Sha'ban. What's the wisdom? What's the reason? Why do you do that? He told him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ذَاكَ شَهْرٌ يَغْفُرُ عَنْهُ كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ بَيْنَ رَجَبٍ وَرَمَضَانَ وَهُوَ شَهْرٌ تُرْفَعُ فِيهِ الْأَعْمَالِ وَنُحِبُّ أَنْ يُرْفَعَ عَمَلِي وَأَنَا الصَّائِمُ. He said, the reason why I fast a lot in the month of Sha'ban, the wisdom behind that, is that it is a month that many of the people, they have ghafla. Ghafla is when you're not aware of something. Someone is in your house while you're upstairs sleeping and they're robbing your house and you don't know what's going on. That's ghafla. Your child is out doing things. You have no idea that your child, what he's up to. That's ghafla. You just are not aware. There's a good ghafla and there's a bad ghafla. We're talking about the bad one. The good ghafla was like what some of the Salaf used to have. They didn't care about how much money was worth or anything like that. You came and you asked him for sadaqah, he put his hand in his pocket and he gave it to you. Ghafla, he doesn't care. Doesn't mean that much to him. That type of ghafla is good. Someone is dealing with him and the person who's dealing with him is trying to run a scam on him, trying to get over on him, lying. But he doesn't really hold people to that degree. There's Yawmul Qiyamah. If you steal from me, you lie, you oppress me, you're going to get it. So he's easygoing. Whereas someone else be like, you ain't getting a dime off of me that you don't deserve. So he wants to make sure all the time. Some people are like that. They take precautions. Someone comes to his house and they say, we're the gas man, we want this and that. He says, where's your badge? Where's the proof you the gas man? Let me call the company, because people will come in your house and rob you pretending to be the gas man. I don't know if you people saw that video, but some lady came to the door and pretended to be someone. The lady or someone opened up the door, trusting them. Someone else came behind her with a knife, and it was all over after that. So there's a good ghafla and a bad ghafla. This hadith is talking about the bad ghafla. He said this is a month that many of the people, they don't know the importance of it. They're not aware of its reality. It's a month that exists between Rajab, that just passed, the sacred month, and Ramadan that's going to come, inshallah. And then he went on to say it is the month in which the deeds go up to Allah. And I want to fast because when my deeds go up, I want to be fasting. I want to be in a state of siyam. This hadith shows a lot of things. One of the things it shows from the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is that when this time used to come for Sha'ban, he used to talk about it to remind the people to wake up and don't have ghafla. He told the companions about this. The time is coming. So don't be like the people who are not cognizant of taking advantage of this month and trying to approach it and following my way. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So here we are, practicing the sunnah of reminding you. Also, from the benefit of this hadith is the meaning of this issue, ghafla here. What does it mean? Many of the people don't know about the reality of this month. It could be the general ghafla that the majority of the people have. It's a general ghafla that Bani Adam has. Inna kathiran min al-nasi an ayatina laghafirun. Allah said, verily, many of the people concerning my ayat, they are not cognizant. So people are just not aware of the importance of Yawmul Qiyamah. Yawmul Qiyamah, death is close. There's an ayat in the Quran. Allah Ta'ala mentioned to the Prophet, and he commanded the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wa'bud rabbaka hatta ya'tiyaka al-yaqeen. Muhammad, worship your Lord until the yaqeen comes. Some of the ulama said that yaqeen is worship Allah until death comes, which is yaqeen. Another meaning of yaqeen is worship Allah until you get white. If you have white in your hair, white in your beard, means you're getting older and death is real close. So worship Allah, because you more than anyone should be paying attention. But people have ghafla about that. Ghafla can also mean, ikhwani, those ayat that come to the people and they don't pay attention to it. For an example, some people, their religion is a religion that is weaker than the spider's house. They are Muslims and they're practicing al-Islam and they don't know what they are doing. Their religion is what I would call, as I mentioned many times, the religion of hocus pocus, open sesame, Aladdin, take the lamp and you rub it like that, and the genie comes out, the jinn, and he says, okay, with a turban on, make 3 wishes. Their religion is like that. Whose religion is like that? Hocus pocus, open sesame, that khurafat that we see growing up on TV cartoons. Shaitan has horns, he has a tail. Some people, their religion is like that. The Prophet's shoe, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all of those lights for his mawlid, for the 27th of Rajab, because it's al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. When someone dies, we come to the masjid, we sit around, and we make things difficult on them and ourselves in the masjid. It's not a religion of purity. It's not a religion of the sunnah. So as it relates to the issue of ghafla, many people, as it relates to those ayat of the Quran and the sunnah that come to us telling us, don't fall into innovation, don't change the religion. The person's religion is innovation. That's ghafla. His religion is innovation. And it's ghafla, just doesn't know. Now, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean that people are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. But we have to be those people who, he used to always pray in the first row on the left side. And then he heard that the Prophet ﷺ said the best row to pray in was the first row on the right side. He never knew that. He used to not do that. He was always on the left side. But then when he heard this hadith in the khutbah and the dars, knowledge came to him, and he started going on the right side. And then if he couldn't get the right side, he would get the left side. So that's a person who has some religion. We're not talking about the person who's from the Malaika. He doesn't make any sins. No, we're talking about a person who, when the haqq comes to him, he could take the truth. If he didn't know the haqq, he can take it when it comes to him. Or if he's mistaken, he thought it was this way and the proof is brought, so it's not that way, he could just keep it moving. But don't be like the people, like our parents, our relatives, our neighbors, people in our community, who their religion is the religion of, we don't know what we're doing. I get mad for things that is from Islam, it's Tawheed, it's the Sunnah, and I get mad and I hate you as a result of it. And I get happy for things, it's kufr and shirk and bid'ah. That's how the Muslim ummah is today, many people. So as it relates to Sha'ban, there is ghafla. It's a month between Rajab and Ramadan. Many of the people don't know. Meaning of that again, in the month of Rajab, there were some people from our ummah that were doing a lot of things. Like Salat al-Raghaib, like the ihtifal and celebrating the 27th of Rajab, like Ashiyat al-Walidain, feeding people on behalf of your mother and your father, all of this stuff that people come up with in Rajab. But in the month of Sha'ban, they're not going to do that. Ramadan comes, it's a rukn from the arkan of Islam, so everyone's going to do more. So you'll find the person doing things in Rajab, not legislated, and then things he does in Ramadan that are from the religion. But when Sha'ban comes, he's not doing anything. So that's the meaning of that aspect of the hadith. And then the last part of the hadith, he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I fast in this month because it's the month in which the deeds go up to Allah. So we got to understand something that's quite important as it relates to our lives as Muslims and our deeds. The deeds, they go up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every single day. Every single day. He told us in an authentic hadith, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that at the time of Salatul Fajr, there are malaika with the people. There are a group of malaika who come from the heavens and they take the place of those malaika that were present for Salat of al-Fajr. And then those that were there from the previous day, they go up to Allah and Allah asks them, how did you leave my servants? And He knows. They said, we left them praying Salatul Fajr. So Allah Ta'ala accepts their deeds. And this is one of the proofs of the importance of praying Salat of al-Fajr in the Jamaat, because Salatul Fajr kanat mashhuda. It is a prayer that is witnessed by all of those malaika. And then at Asr time, some new angels come down, and those angels that were there since Fajr time, they go up. And they replace each other. The angels that go up, Allah asks them, how did you leave my servants? They said, we left them praying, and He knows, Salat al-Asr. So every day, the deeds go up to Allah Azza wa Jal, Salat al-Fajr and Salat al-Asr. Also, the deeds go up to Allah every single week, every day and every week. He mentioned sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, tu'ridu al-a'mal fi kulli jum'atin marratayn, yawm al-ithnain wa yawm al-khamis. The deeds go up to Allah to be accepted every week 2 times, on Monday and on Thursday. In another hadith, they asked him, why do you fast on Mondays and Thursday? He said, that's the day the revelation came to me, and that's the day that I was born. Another narration, why do you fast Monday and Thursday? He said, because the deeds go up to Allah on these 2 days, and I want my deeds to go up while I'm fasting. So the deeds go up to Allah every day, Fajr, Asr, and every week, Monday and Thursday. And the deeds go up to Allah once every year. And that's on the 15th day of Sha'ban. Like this hadith that we're talking about said. Why do you fast, Ya Rasulullah, in the month of Sha'ban? Because it's a month that many people, they don't know the reality of it. It is between Rajab and Ramadan. It is the month in which the deeds go up to Allah. So you remember that. The deeds go up to Allah every day, Fajr and Asr. Every week, Monday and Thursday, and once a year, and that is the day of 15th of Sha'ban.